About Tarik Skubal. I had an epiphany at the game on Sunday. D-Mac and I went, had a great time, all of it. The stadium, the town, everything was just full of electricity. And, look, would it be irresponsible / will it work probably end badly? Yes. But with that being said, Doc, you're talking $500 million contract for Skubal as he kind of hurdles towards free agency. And, Doc, I was of the epiphany, if you don't sign this man, then why do we bother? What are we doing? Why do we bother? So that's where I go to you. This Tommy John movement in baseball, to where it's almost like preferred to have it when you first start your career so you, quote, get it out of the way. I've heard that before. Why? Give me the science on it, Doc, because we're talking about it. He's had it already, had it when he was younger. Why is there this attitude about Tommy John?
Well, you got to understand, for a pitcher to get to the elite level, if you would count out, it would be a great statistics. How many innings are these guys pitching before they reach the professional league, right? How are they out there performing, right? It's on a young body. So that's why I keep talking, not to get it to everyday people, but you've got to realize, you're like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing, people that work the line, a constant rotation. You're doing constant aggressive movement. So when you talk about Tommy John at an earlier age, it's not necessarily earlier age, it's how much wear and tear you have on that elbow at the time, right? So what you're saying is that Skubal, he did all the elite things. He went to the travel teams. He played more pitches. He probably threw more pitches than most guys because, he's good. So all young coaches utilize their best guy. So he's abused there. Then he gets to the next level. Each level he keeps getting abused until he gets to the majors, where he's now there's more rules, right? There's rules in minor, little league, all that. Are they followed when you have a superstar and you want to win championships, and he wants to win a scholarship? So it's a wear and tear factor. It's not like everybody's gonna have Tommy John. Although right now, can we do stuff? Yeah, there's exercises. There's preventative stuff. We talked about the Achilles. What's going to be the sports science behind that? You're now looking at the sports science for elbow injuries, the Tommy John prevention program. No, you still want to do it. Has he proven that having surgery? No. Once you have surgery, is it better? I think that's kind of what you're trying to get.
Yeah. Bingo, that's it. Because he had it when he was in college. Which is, some say that's why he went in the 9th round of the draft in 2018.
Which is probably true. You don't know how he's going to come back. You don't know that mental piece. Just because, surgery does not make you better than human, right? The human design is always the best design. Okay, so we start there. Wear and tear, what's the wear and tear? Can we do ultrasounds? Is there sports science to predict? I think that's where we need to go. We need to look at musculoskeletal ultrasound imaging to see the thickness, what's going on, is there inflammation, what does the tendon look like? We talked last time about Achilles, which is an easier one. It's a very long tendon. Do long tendons have more risk for injury versus a short, fatter, thicker tendon? Those are all factors that go into it, and that's where sports science is really going to play a role. So can we predict, do we want to spend money on him? I think you spend money on him because of his mental commitment, right? That's more encouraging. Here he's had it, and the guy's unbelievable. He's at his peak of his career. Do we sign him early? Yeah, I think you lock the guy up before his lawyers and agents get in. But
it's a Scott Boras client, so that ain't happening.
Yeah, so he's got to look for the big dollar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he likes it here. You make life easy for him here. You do the other factors, because everybody's going to have the money. It's the other factors. It's the fans appreciating him. That's a big thing for players, right, Mac? Fan appreciation.
I saw it on Sunday, going to the game with him.
You love it. Walking around having Dairy Queen and people see him, the way he's treated, the way he's respected, I think that's more important. The way we talk about him is more important. New York's a bunch of haters. You have one bad day, they're on your ass already. Whoops. Yeah. On your butt already. But I think it's, one, everybody has the money for a guy like that. 2, where's the love? 3, the Tommy John injury is not a factor at this point. Your question, let everybody have premature Tommy John surgery? No, that's not going to happen. Can we do more sports science where we evaluate them and take a look and see if what the risk factors are? Yeah, I think that's something we should be looking at.
So Doc, right here, right now, say it's 450 for 10. Medically, the Tommy John stuff on Skubal and all of it back in 2017. And you don't know, I'm putting you in kind of an unfair spot. However, that being said, given your experience and what you see going on, and Shohei Ohtani's a guy that's had it twice, it's just, if it were your money that were being spent, ... what are you doing?
I am worried about more of the Cabrera thing of a 10-year contract, right? He's going to have his years. He's going to have 10 years of it? No, but if you wait 3 years, the number's only going up. It's proven. Yes, I think with he's motivated, his attitude, what he's trying to accomplish, I'd probably lock him in for that kind of money.
You don't seem concerned at all about the elbow situation then with the Tommy John.
Like we've said before, they're mature. These are mature athletes that have been through an injury. An injured athlete, either they're going to fade away or they're going to mature and excel and be better. They're going to compensate. They're going to do stuff. He's going to learn a different type of ball to throw where it's putting less stress on the elbow. He's going to be effective because he's a smart player. He's a mature, smart player that's going to make adjustments so he's not putting a lot of pressure on that elbow. He's not going to waste pitches. He's not going to throw as hard as he can. He knows how to strike out people, or he may not have to strike out people. Just throw junk so they can't get a good placement on the ball. He's just smarter. He's a more mature player that he'll learn how to get through it.
There it is, D-Mac. Doc's in.
I like it.
Oh, yeah, I missed it.
This is a special, right? And we've experienced this before, having great pitchers and stuff go. I even think this is even more important than Scherzer or Verlander to where this team is right now. And big, like you have to take this opportunity with this is the best Tigers player like we've had. He's the Miguel Cabrera of pitching.
Right.
But you can't do a Barry Sanders. You can't just focus on one. You have to have, like, the coach is good, the players are good, a lot of youth. There's things being seen. The way the Lions built. You've got to have the right management to see and to build around it. I mean, OKC's a great example. You have to have compliments to it. So it's not all the pressure's on him. You have this short mid.
Doc, before we get out of here, we have a question from the audience. So it's serious, right? And it's going to be a legit question.
No.
Danny G, Doc, should I give my infant Tommy John surgery? Right now, I want him to be the next Skubal. What would it look like, Doc?
The infant? I would start having working on both coordination of both hands and have him speak more than one language. I go back to the Agassi days. Agassi, if we know the story about Agassi, he had the modal above him. There were always tennis balls, and he was supposed to be hitting them with both hands and hand-eye coordination. I would do that, and I'd have him fully lengthen and strengthen, and have him do baby curls with the bottle.
Doc, we appreciate you.
Coordination.